Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, The Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be doing my June/July book haul. So I know this is coming really early in the month, but I did a pirate and mermaid themed book haul for June, and then I also have like a special editions book haul coming out. If you can hear my neighbors hammering, I'm very sorry. I have a giant stack of books to share with you guys. I'm sorry my background is a little bit messy. We're kind of in between and all over the place over here. So this is not a themed book haul. This is just going to be a bunch of things I collected through the months of like May, June, and the beginning part of July. Very excited to talk to you about them, so we're gonna get started. So we have Akata Warrior. I believe this is the second one, first one being Akata Witch, and honestly, I don't know anything about it. I know that they were kind of popular, and it has something to do with witches. I'm not going to be doing a ton of descriptions for these. Most of these I get between like 50 cents and $3. They're really inexpensive, so I pick up random things and then I trade and unhaul, and things kind of move around a lot. A lot of times I don't look at descriptions as much. I just kind of pick them up if I've seen or heard about them or if I like the cover. We have Arusha and the End of Time. This is by Roshni Chokshi, and this is a Rick Riordan Presents book. It's a middle grade series. I don't know a ton about it, but I've heard amazing things from several different people, so I'm excited to check it out. Through the Dark by Alexandra Bracken. I have the complete trilogy of Darkest Minds, and I think this is all of the short stories. This is one of the series that's on my unfinished series list that I really want to get to because I read the first two books and really enjoyed them. So hopefully I will enjoy this novella collection as well. Then we have No Country for Old Gnomes by Delilah S. Dawson and Kevin Hearn. So this is part of the, I'm not sure the name of this series, but the first one is Kill the Farm Boy, and I'm actually currently reading that one. I was really excited to get to it because it's kind of got like a satire, making fun of fantasy tropes-ness about it. It might be a little too satire for me. I'm only a little bit into it, so we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm not sure if they connect together or if they follow like different stories, but the covers are beautiful, and I think I got this one for $2. Then I found Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. So this, I don't know exactly what this is. It's the prequel to Game of Thrones, but it is so beautiful. I've only read half of Game of Thrones, but I really love the show. And this has like just illustrations and things in it, and just seems really awesome. So yeah, we're gonna get to that soon. I have Torment by Lauren Kate. This one I've actually read. This is part of her Fallen series. I feel like I'm due for a reread because I feel like I think about this series more than I should. Like I was like, oh yeah, I liked that, pretty good, but then I still kind of think about it, so I feel like I want to reread again. So this one's basically about like fallen angels and like a dark school and romance, and it's got that old YA goodness about it. Then we have The Bells by Danielle Clayton. So I think I have another one in this series as well. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. I know it's set in New Orleans. I think it has something to do with like Southern belles, but there's like a magical aspect to it. So I thought I'd check it out. My friend Alyssa sent me a copy of Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller. I love Trisha Levenseller's Daughter of the Pirate King and Siren Queen, so I thought I want to check out some more stuff from her, and this is one of her newer series. I honestly don't know what it's about, but some kind of fantasy. We have Independent Study by Joelle Charbonneau. So this is actually the last book I need in her Testing trilogy, which comes highly recommended by my friend Claire. It's supposed to be an excellent YA dystopian trilogy that's unique, and so I've been slowly collecting them, and now I have all of them. The Silence by Mark Alpert. I think this is middle grade. I got the first one to this, which I think is a duology called The Six, and it's got something to do with virtual reality, and it looks cool. Then we have Every Single Second by Tricia Springstub. So I think I got this one at Dollar Tree, and honestly it just looked like a cute middle grade. I liked the cover, so I got it for $1. Iron-Hearted Violet by Kelly Barnhill. I've actually been looking at this one for a while. It's like a steampunk dragon fantasy. In most fairy tales, princesses are beautiful and dragons are terrifying, and stories are harmless, but this isn't most fairy tales, so it looks like a charming middle grade. Geekerella by Ashley Poston. So this is a modern Cinderella retelling. I know it has something to do also with like celebrities and a TV show, and I've heard really good things, and I just love retelling, so I thought I'd check it out. My friend JJ sent me Forged of Fire and Stars. Honestly, again, we found this at Dollar Tree, and it just looks amazing. So we're both gonna try it. I'll do more descriptions of these once I read and review them. The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, two authors that I really enjoy. So this is part of their middle grade series, Magisterium series, I believe. And it's just like a really cool looking middle grade series that I've heard great things about. Okay, one of my libraries had a bunch of books on sale for 50 cents that were like ex-library, so I grabbed a couple of them. So I got Arclight and Meridian by Jocelyn L. McQueen. No one survives the Fade. They have taken everything, destroyed everything. The only safe place is the wall light called the Arclight. No one survives the Fade. If they call you, if you leave, you're lost. No one survives the Fade. They're trying to get in. No one survives, but she did, and she doesn't remember how. So that was literally like all I know. Now That You're Here by Amy K. Nichols. So this is the chaos theory is founded on two principles. One, every system has an underlying order regardless of its complexity. And two, even the smallest variance in a system can result in complex and unseemingly related behaviors or elements. A butterfly in the Congo flaps its wings and causes rain to fall in Belgium. A boy shows up at my door and shatters everything I understand of the universe and my place in it. So it's kind of got like a butterfly effect vibe about it. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of sci-fi. Really excited. I found Revenge of the Wild by Michelle Modesto. I actually had checked this one out from the library and then I found it as an ex-library. So this is a young adult Western and I think it's got a slight fantasy element, dark magical witchiness to it as well. I read my first young adult fantasy earlier this year for Hikeathon and I loved it. So I looked up a few more and this was one of them. So we're gonna check it out. Manners and Mutiny, Gail Carriger. So this is part of the Finishing School. This is book 4. So I know this is like steampunk, debutante, Victorian era goodness in a book. So I need the other 3 now. Poison Study by Maria V. Snyder. This is one that's just been on my radar for a long time. I've heard amazing things. It's a fantasy, and basically it's about a girl that becomes a poison tester for like royalty, I believe. Like she tastes the food and things before the royalty do to see if they're poisoned. So should be interesting. Ready Player One, yay! I read this so many years ago, one of my all-time favorite books, and I just never got a copy. I have the second one actually, but I don't have the first. This one's futuristic, where like our world has gone kind of to crap, and then there is a virtual reality game that happens. I'm doing a horrible job describing it, but I really love this. I love Ernest Cline's writing style, and this is just a really fun read. My friend Katie sent me Conspiracy of Stars and Anatomy of a Beast. I don't know much about these. That has something to do with jungles and exotic plants. It sounds right up my alley. We have Midwinter Blood by Marcus Sedgwick. I actually talked about this in my Islands read recommendations and then I found a copy. So if you want to learn more about it, head over there. It is a very weird little story following a bunch of different characters on this mysterious island at different timelines and how they kind of all interconnect together. It won a Prince Award for Excellence. It's super strange, but really good. Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I have been eyeing this one for a while. I read Fable last year and really enjoyed it, so I want to check out more from her. So this one has something to do with Vikings, which I've never read before. Sounds great. I found Fire by Christian Kishore. This is one of the companion books for the Graceling trilogy, which is one of the series I need to complete so badly. It's a really beloved young adult fantasy series. And then lastly, I am rehauling the Defy trilogy. So we got Defy, Ignite, and Endure. Super similar to the Graceling series. My friends have just recommended this to me. Again, another YA fantasy trilogy. Once I read it, I'll be able to kind of tell you the difference between them all. So that is it for this book haul. Not as bad as the last one, but not great either considering I did that pirate mermaidy haul as well, which I'll link up here in the cards for you guys. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you enjoy them down below in the comments, and I will see you guys next time on The Bright Side.